The Halloween season is upon us. Right now we're in Salt Lake City, Utah. We're on a 2-month-long road trip visiting some of the scariest haunted houses in the country. But here's the thing. We're going inside these places that have terrified you, and we're turning the lights on to give you an idea of how they scare you, the art of the scare, and the art that goes into creating a place that gives you nightmares. Today we're at Fear Factory in Salt Lake City, Utah. And how fitting is this? The first place that we stop at, the address, is actually 666.
Just comes my way wherever I go. Hard luck is that it stays. Good luck never stays a day. A bad luck's always coming my way.
Now you know how we feel about photo opportunities, and this here is insane. This is cool. Like if we, Jessica, you're both sticking your tongues out. Oh, that's perfect. That's perfect.
You do that when you're dead, you know.
Exactly.
This is, I think this is our Christmas card this year.
Do it.
I think so.
These are our photo bays. Pretty awesome. These are selfie stations where folks can essentially sit. They can, barricade a wall. They can do lots of fun things just to make photo ops. And every single year we create new scenes specifically for this. So this is our zombie area. You've got abandoned hallways. Got really nasty potty rooms, a little bit of everything. That's the idea, is we want people to have fun, take some photos, but we love seeing how people get super, super creative with doing just fun things with their friends and family.
I mean, look at this. I've never seen anything like this. There's people that have tried to do stuff like this, but this is how you do it.
Yeah, Ray, can you do like on all fours? Because it's gonna look like you're like possessed walking on the ceiling when we invert it.
Ready?
Go for it.
And then look. Yeah, oh, there you go.
There you go. Yeah.
I think I have to back up to get the full scale of it. Man, that's cool.
The factory is a pretty great place. There's some questionable stuff here, but we're gonna go check it out, see what we can find. So one of the great things for our buses that we have is a free shuttle. It's pretty cool. So all of our customers can certainly park here location-wise, or they can park at a close nearby mall. We shuttle them back and forth for free, and it's kind of like a pre-party. Lots of music, lots of fun, lots of decorations. People can come, have a good time. They're able to park somewhere that's secure, and more importantly, they get to have a lot of fun. So they're decorated specifically. One is decorated for zombies. This one specifically is our clown. It has a lot of really great local graffiti that we hired some artists for. And the idea is, it's a fun way to kind of start the party before the party even starts. You get to have fun, then you come on property, then the chaos begins. Every single night, we have food trucks that are here. They get to park right here, some dining areas. We have anything from regular food to dessert, you name it. But it's a lot of fun. Lit up at night. It's a great place to come. We obviously do dinner and stuff, and then we go into the haunted house.
All right, we've already got our tickets, so here we go. Come with me. So customers, as they're coming in here, there are two different lines. One, if you've pre-purchased your tickets online, you go straight in. But for us who are not very smart and didn't buy our tickets at fearfactoryslc.com, we come in here and have to go up to the ticket window and buy a ticket.
So what's the benefit of getting a VIP over general admission? Is there things like in the line that you get to see that nobody else does?
Yes, great question. Right here is where the line splits. So if you're general admission, you go to the right. If you're VIP, you stay to the left. And you'll see up ahead, there's a section that the VIP people get to see that the others don't, as well.
VIP, thank you.
You're darn right you're VIP, so
as well as when you exit the haunt, you pick up your souvenir VIP souvenir. So you get a token. Every year we have a brand new shot glass design for our VIPs, and it's a cool little design every year, and people actually collect them each year and save them. This is our queue area where people wait. We have live entertainment on stage on nights. We have a DJ booth up here. concessions in the back, and this becomes a huge party out here just while they're waiting to go into the haunted house. Fun, dancing, singing, and lots of fun.
Hold the phone. I have to stop and talk about this magnificent gateway. Like, that's amazing. I want to walk into a cemetery that looks like this. This is insane.
That is always the dream.
And you'll see our tombstones all around as you go through. Watch. My kids are buried throughout.
Oh, it glows? It glows too?
Yes,
Oh.
that whole thing lights up, and the windows flicker and light up. It's really a cool thing. This is a live action photo with a character. And we have actually 2 of them, one on the other side. On busy nights, we have multiple spots where we have photos being taken. And then from here, we're headed on in. The shoots are next.
Now they had to sneak away for a little bit. And we're left alone in this queue, this photo opportunity area. And I'm telling you what, baby girl, the way that they have this decorated out, or however you want to call it, it's beautiful. Look how they have it all painted. Hey, look at this. What on earth? Oh my gosh. It kind of makes me feel like I'm about to watch some twisted stage show. Remember the movie Wizard of Gore? That's what this feels like.
All right, so you've got your photo taken. You're pretty much ready to go inside the haunt at this point. So this is the cool part. You get to come into what we call our shoot system. Shoots are a very similar area, kind of like roller coasters, where you're going to get paired between different groups. If you're a group of 2 and another group of 2, we're going to combine you as a group of 4. Or if it's a 4 and a 4, we're going to combine you as a group of 8. This is our shoot system. This is where everyone gets their final last breath before they go into the attraction. That is the door of no return. The fun part about the shoots area is that you get to meet new people, right? Like, you go to a theme park, you want to meet some new people, you want to have some fun with your family too. So we combine groups here. We do that for a reason because, let's be honest, there's a lot of fun when you go by yourself, but it's also a lot of fun when you're watching other people get scared. And so we love putting people together. Right before they go in the door, they do, however, get to do something that most haunted houses don't do, and that's that they have to do a verbal and a physical agreement to our waiver. So we have some very, very high-end restrictions that we want to make sure that everyone's compliant to, because you're going to go through 6 buildings. I mean, this is 18 flights of stairs. It is a abandoned factory. It's dangerous. You have a waiver, and we literally make them nod their head yes. That means they're not going to screw around when they're inside. From there, they can either go in, or for probably a good 2-3% of our entire population, they use the chicken door. And that's because it is designed specifically that we have people that'll go around the first turn, they'll start to go down the stairs, and they'll tap out. And we have to back them back up and put them right outside the attraction. So it's a lot of fun, but we know that there's high octane scares. It's what we do. We like to bring our A game. You guys ready to go inside?
Real quick, you just made me remember something from my childhood that terrified me.
What?
Growing up in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, there is this house, this haunted house up on the hill. And I remember going into this with my dad and my sister. And as soon as they opened the front door, there was like this person standing there, and they split you up. And I was put by myself with complete strangers, a little kid,
wow.
which they probably shouldn't have done.
Yeah.
And my dad and my sister were on one side, and I went through this entire house by myself. I forgot about it till right now.
Wow.
Like, I'm not even in the house. The haunt isn't even on, and I'm like regressing to some childhood fears right now. Just thought I should let you know that.
Now
Hands
we're ready
up.
to roll.
We've already gone through our checkpoints, signed our waiver, agreed to follow all the rules. Now, come on in. Jessica?
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Keep coming, one more level. Now the catacombs is meant to be a very dark and eerie place, but there's a lot of things that go on in the underground, so keep coming this way. Now, what you don't see today are all the little spots that things come out of the walls and from the ceiling and from the ground and all kinds of stuff that you don't see until it grabs you or gets you.
This is amazing. So I'm not gonna lie, like, we love haunts. We love being scared, but there's just something special about being able to walk through and seeing the art. I mean, look at this. Look at this wall. He just crawled into a wall of skulls. Ah! Oh man, it just...
Oh.
Well, what do we got here?
Jesus Lord,
Holy
Oh,
cow!
some visitors. Huh? Look what you brought me.
Wow.
Oh, hey, oh, I'm on camera. Do I look good?
I heard your music playing.
Oh, yeah, I was just on break up here. You want to come see? I got all kinds of good stuff.
wow!
Well, right this way. I'll lead you up out of the catacombs. It's a little damp in here. Careful on this bridge. It's a little, little unstable.
Oh.
But, yeah, check this out. So, I hear you guys want to learn a little about how we build a haunted house, huh?
Yes, we want to know how you scare these poor souls.
Well, hi, I'm Carl Mossman. I'm the groundskeeper and the handyman around here at the Fear Factory down here in Salt Lake City, and I love my job. It's a real hard job. It takes a lot to get ready. I mean, you gotta get all your blood and all your grime all over you. Make sure you get all the dust in your hair. But at the end, it's all worth it just to hear that wonderful screaming. We're over here at Makeup Station 13 down here in our special effects lab with Becky, and Becky's one of our wonderful makeup managers.
Hi, Becky.
She's gonna be doing some costume distressing here. So one of the first steps to creating a genuine weathered look on a brand new piece of clothing is physical distressing. So to get everything all ratty and nasty like this, usually you'll take a rasp or something that's meant to shred wood, a saw, or even a belt sander if you want to go really fast with it. Got to be careful though, that'll put holes in clothes real quick. Wire brushes, razor knives, scissors, everything you can imagine. And then once you've got your physical distressing done, it looks kind of moth-eaten and worn and rotten. Then we go in with chemical distressing and painting. So right now Becky, I think, is applying some fake oil there. Now what that'll do, that's a specific kind of paint that looks like motor oil. It's like shiny and oozy, but it dries and doesn't like get all over the place. And we have stuff like that for blood too, so that way our monsters aren't smearing actual like wet blood all over the sets and everything every time they walk by. Well, there's a whole bunch of stuff going here. Some of this is like historical archives almost, like this pretty lady here. We used to have a doll room back when this place first opened, and that's no longer part of the show, but we kept the mask just because we like her so much. And this here, all this stuff, this is our sort of stack of blanks. So these are unpainted masks and prosthetics and things. We've got a foam latex zombie here and some monster gloves that people can put on and have nice sharp claws for all the ripping of flesh and all that good stuff. Yeah, we try and do as much as we can in-house because we want everything in here to seem special, and it kind of takes you out of the show a little bit when you see something you know from somewhere else, right? And so even if we do get something from another company, we'll usually customize it a little bit just so it's really ours, you know? Well, anyway, right this way, come make yourselves at home in our torture chamber.
Now listen, Mr. Mossman, you will be on your best behavior, okay?
Absolutely, Mr. Dunfield, don't you worry.
He's both lovable and terrifying.
This is Troy. Everybody say hi to Troy. He's been a long-term resident here.
Oh gosh.
So, like I said, this actually used to flow completely differently. This is one of our big changes for this year. We gave everything down here a fresh coat of paint, bunch of new scares and things. Now this is actually reminiscent of one of our old pieces of equipment from the factory itself, and we've repurposed it now. Whoa!
There's somebody over there.
So right this way now. This is something I want to point out about how to scare people. When you're building a haunted house, the first thing you do once you come up with your basic idea of what you want the area to look like, what your theme will be, then the next thing I think the best way to do it is to build all your scares and your layout first and then put all the props and everything in. So for instance, we've designed this, which is an actor scare spot so somebody can come out of here and get you. But it's also a cut through so they can get to the other side, and that's the trick. You always want to make the most out of your people. You want to make sure they can always scare the same group at least twice, never just once. We got spots in here where sometimes you can get the same group of people 4 or 5 times.
What's going on behind this curtain?
Well, this is yet another piece of old equipment from the factory. This is a saw table, a table saw that again we've repurposed to cause pain and agony. It's funny how much stuff there is lying around an old cement plant that you can use to hurt people really, really badly.
All right, he's moving very quickly.
Oh, shut up! I know it hurts! And now here's the end of our torture chamber. We're gonna go back upstairs. A brief sojourn outside. And this is again totally new. This area, other than some changes, new additions, it's still the same place that people know and love from last year, but this up here is totally new. Rebuilt it from scratch. Now this here is one of our great new sets this year. I loved seeing this all come together. This is our creepy security guard station. Now you can see all those cameras on the monitor. Those are actual live feed from all around the haunt right now.
So people walking by can see other people getting scared.
Oh yeah, and so can our guy in here. And we've got all kinds of creepy little details all over.
So there's an actual person that's going to be in there.
Oh yeah, and I'll show you some of the features we've got built for them. So right in here, we have 2 buttons here. One does an air cannon, right there. And one does another one of those electrical panel gags right next to you.
Oh, do it again?
Come on, there we go. Okay.
Oh, that's cool.
And this is my favorite one just because it's such a fun little detail. We have one switch right here that all it does is it makes the phone on the desk ring. I just love that. So this is the 2nd floor of our tower, and this is our electric chair. Now, every haunt's got to have one of these. Ours is a little special. We don't use an animatronic. We put an actual person in here every night. And let me tell you, this roll is a killer. You really will get whiplash if you're not careful. Now here we are on floor 3. This is our butcher shop, as you can see from all these fine cuts of meat. And these are all attached to a grated ceiling, which will swing whenever this is messed with. So you get a nice little bit of kinetic motion from all these pieces.
Definitely don't want to get hit in the face with a corpse.
Oh yeah, it's unpleasant. Now here's a little interesting thing you'll notice if you look closely. This is just a cost-saving measure that every single haunted house will do, but a lot of these body parts are actually the same. These hands are the same, some of the feet are the same, they're just painted differently and stuck in such a way that you will never be able to tell unless you're really looking for it.
Right, half the time people are coming through here scared out of their mind and screaming, they're not even looking.
Exactly, yeah, and these are another one, we made all of these ourselves in-house because it's hard to find good-looking body parts for a good price, you know? All right, up we go.
We're going up another floor.
Don't worry, last one, I promise. And this is our meat locker. This is where the butcher keeps all of his meat until he chops it up.
I see that. Not looking too good, my friend.
Yeah, no, he's seen better days, that's for sure.
Now, what?
Yeah, so if you're afraid of heights, I apologize in advance. This is our catwalk, and yeah.
What?
Yeah, this is, I believe, original to the factory as well.
So in order to get from one side to the next, you have to walk across pretty much, it's a catwalk, but it's an open-aired.
Oh yeah, you can see right
straight-
down.
Oh, for the love of Pete. All right.
It's stable, I promise.
It freaking better be. Oh God. All right. I'm going. Oh my God.
They got it.
Oh, that's awesome. There's a lot of scary things here, but that for me was truly freaking terrifying.
Oh, it gets worse.
It just.
I told you it was stable. See, you're fine. You didn't fall through or nothing.
The fun thing is, a day out with you, I don't know what to expect.
Oh no!
A little bit of warning would be good.
Surprises. It's my job to surprise people. Come on, I'm a professional.
Oh, that's just twisted.
So here we are. This is our infirmary that we're heading into now. And this actually, again, is original to the factory back when it was an operating Portland cement plant. This used to be the superintendent's office, and we just turned it into our medical center after we took over. Oh boy, it's dark in here.
Oh my gosh.
So this is actually an actor-only area. This is a scene that people won't enter. They'll go through outside and see it all through the windows and the door here. But we'll have an actor here working on the patient, and this is one of our favorite scare tools around here, just a simple automotive air gun. Refreshing. But that's a great scare because you can just whirl around and start blasting. It's a handheld air cannon.
Man, that's cool. So they would have been walking right past this little window right here.
Uh-huh.
So I'd be standing right now.
Yeah, where the
scarecrows
actors are.
Ho, 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 ho. Man.
Where is it? There we go.
A little hidden panel.
Yeah, if I can get it to go. Oh, there we go.
Oh my God.
Now every haunted house has to have one or
Right?
two
It's
of
classic.
these, of course.
It's classic.
And like I said, it's not just a one-time thing. That's not all the actor does. They can still come out and get another scare right here. Because you always, always, always want your monsters hitting people as many times as you can. You gotta make the most of them.
Who's it?
Oh, Lord.
Oh my God. Baby ghoul. This is like something straight out of Beetlejuice whenever they're in the closet. I had no clue that you're there. You sneaky, sneaky ghoul.
Oh, I like your sense of humor. So right this way, we'll head down this staircase into the Vampire Manor. And last year when this was overhauled, our vampires got some new house guests. A bunch of demons came up from hell and invaded the place.
Oh my gosh.
So you'll see the aftermath of all that.
Watch your step, baby. I'm just going down. So many different floors.
As you can see, they really made a mess of this place.
What on earth? Are you losing your mind over here?
Yes! That is the coolest thing ever!
Back when this was a cement factory, there were a number of unfortunate accidents, and there was one gentleman who fell from the catwalk as a result of collected moisture. There used to be big vats of boiling chemicals down here that were used in the process of creating the cement. And all that steam would go up and make the catwalk so slick that you had to be really careful. And this one guy, I guess he was just tired or something, but he right over the edge, all the way down.
What a way to go.
Oh yeah. So, needless to say, I got more than a few co-workers who never clock out. If you believe such things, of course.
Whoa! All right. Look at that.
Right this way into our library. Whoa! That'll cool you off.
So this is the library.
Yes, right this way now. Oh, there you are.
Whoa!
Yeah. Our librarian gets real grouchy if you make too much noise.
That is beautiful, and I want the baby gold. Right? We need that for our house. Oh, she's talking to it like it's a cute little puppy.
Now this here is a really interesting little room because it sort of has a life of its own once you walk into it.
Oh my freaking word. Oh, what? I've never seen anything like this before in my life. Oh my God. Definitely my favorite part of this place.
If you ever get hungry in the middle of the night, this is where you come. You just thaw one of these suckers out and good to go.
The theming here is insane.
Well, thanks. After you.
Wait, no, there's something in here, isn't there? Whoa, whoa. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, this is one of those rooms that's got a lot going on.
So walking through this place right now, lights on technically, it's pretty terrifying.
Oh yeah.
I can't even imagine what it would be like to go through this place at night.
Oh, well, maybe you'll find out one day, huh? All right, so here we are in our clown area. With
Hey,
our
Carl,
wonderful-
hey, sorry, like someone just fell off the catwalk and we gotta clean up another
sorry.
body.
Yeah.
Do you mind taking care of that? I'm gonna take these guys, we're gonna get some glasses on them and take them through clown.
It's lucky we have all that acid out in the chemical storage shed now.
Yes, indeed. All right, thanks,
Take care
Carl.
now.
That's nice meeting you.
You too.
All right, so we have some 3D glasses as we get ready to walk through our clown area.
Perfect.
Clowns are always a lot of fun, but this one specifically is a lot of glowing. So these glasses are gonna help make the colors drop. Already, right?
You're losing your mind with that already?
Where are my feet?
And the cool part is that each color, like you got your reds are gonna be our hot, so they're gonna actually come higher up, and the blues are gonna feel like they're about 2 feet deeper, so it literally feels like you have to walk on only the things that are closest to
I
you.
feel like I'm sinking.
Yes, you should feel like you're sinking.
Now, sadly, there's no way that you're going to be able to get the effect with the glasses, but we've dealt with something like this before in St. Louis, where we used glasses like this as protection. So, you guys are safe. Well, kind of. Not really. The clown music is kind of freaking me out, man. This hallway is a little weird. I'm not gonna lie, I'm feeling a little woozy here.
Weirdest thing just happened, so we turned off all of our air. Everything's good. The only thing that's gonna be left are these little scares like that. But in order to move anything, you have to have air, right? So that just popped out and there's no air on right now. So the clown area is notoriously known as one of our most haunted areas. We even had, when our construction team was building some new stuff in here, they'd be here at 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. They would hear voices. They would feel people watching them. Of course, nobody's here, but it is a trip. So when we say that we're haunted, people will feel it all in different areas of the haunt. I always feel it here. It's kind of it's just a weird space.
When we first started talking to you guys about coming here to film, you guys asked if we wanted to spend the night here because this place was haunted.
Yeah.
And we're firm believers in ghosts.
Oh yeah.
But hell no.
Yeah, right? Hard pass.
Thank you, no thank you.
And,
right? Nope.
And this is it. Like, there is stuff that happens here that I'm like, if you don't believe in ghosts, I'm gonna change your mind overnight. Overnight. So it's pretty cool. All right, fun little gag. So you're not gonna be able to see this. I can cut the lights if you want to, but this is a full size.
Look at that. Wow. Man, this place is just out of this world. You can tell that this place is creepy at night. It's even more creepier with the lights on. And just walking through with nobody here. Yeah.
With the glasses on, this wall is breathing.
Oh gosh. All right, you scared me for a second there. I knew you walked
just
away,
right here.
but I didn't think that you were gonna be like right there.
Boo.
Just because having a trippy time with the glasses.
The hair, your hair alone is pretty trippy. That's crazy cool. One of the coolest parts about our clown area is what you don't expect. There's a lot of scares from up, from down, left, and right. This is our bungee cage. We actually have 2 harnesses that are connected in here, so as the actor can actually jump out and scare the customer and lunge back and disappear into the darkness. So we have the lighting set up so they literally just out of nowhere fly in, scare, fly out, disappear. It's a great, great gag. And you can imagine the quads, how your quads are feeling by the end of the night, jumping and lunging back and forth. Almost, a couple thousand times a night. Right. So it's a lot.
Okay.
Yeah. Part of cool clowns is that clowns have fun, right? That's what we love. Same with our actors. This is a lathe that actually was here from the factory. Yes, it really still works. It's pretty crazy. But we also like to have some fun. So right behind you, I don't know who wants to push this magical button.
Hold on, Jessica, hold on.
Don't push it.
Hold on.
Don't push it. Don't push it.
No, there's a button there. Don't push it. Oh, you can't promise something's gonna happen. Oh my God.
Holy
It is a legit train horn.
I'm not gonna lie, I think I peed a little.
It's part of what makes it so much fun. We have to really immerse people. So we were talking earlier, like it's not just about the animatronics or the actors, it has to be every part of sensory.
Right?
And we play with that a lot here.
I thought she was gonna push it again.
Right? I was like, oh my gosh. That's
You're
tempting.
having way too much fun.
All right, you wanna walk the plank? Here we go.
Go for it,
Don't
baby
trip,
girl.
you'll fall down.
Now you can imagine this with these 3D glasses. The way that they have everything painted, everything really pops out like there's no tomorrow. And let's be honest, even walking through without the glasses, it's amazing.
Yeah. And Jessica, you're doing exactly what people do all night long. They literally think that these are higher than others, and so they're trying to step on the high one and not the low one.
She's having a blast. Thank you.
Totally. We love hosting. I love it.
We're not gonna walk through it. Well, we're gonna stand here and watch Jessica walk through it. Oh, nothing, we're having fun watching you do this. Your hair's glowing. You guys literally just made her life.
All right, so every single haunted house has to have at least one chainsaw, right? It's kind of almost a rule.
You have to.
In this case, this is called Chainsaw Alley. We literally create nightmares here. The idea is it's not only a maze, there's these massive, massive strobes. They use them at airports. They're that strong. And the entire time we have customer paths, we have chainsaw paths. There's at least 2, 3, or 4 chainsaws happening in this space all at one time. It's a lot of fun. I wish you could see your faces right now. It's pretty awesome.
You know what this reminds me of?
What's that?
Silent Hill.
I can see that.
The playground scene when she's first going to the school and she first sees the walkers and stuff for the first time.
Yes.
That's what it reminds me of.
Are there sparks in here too? Like, do you have like a way, or is it just like the sounds and
no.
like metal? I see that face.
No.
I see that face.
Yeah.
That's a face of a liar.
We have fun in here, a proud liar. Yeah, and you can't really see them too much, but when the strobes are hitting these mannequins in the back, people swear that the mannequins are moving. And usually there's like about 30 times the amount of fog. Like you cannot see more than 2 layers depth right now when we're in full show.
The thing about haunts is this. There are classic gags that work, and then you have to get creative. Now, like you were saying, one of the classic ones is to have, chainsaw guys or ladies run around and scare you. The thing that always annoys me the most is whenever they put the chainsaw people in a wide open spot.
Yes.
And you just never know, and then before you know it, they're hidden by the other customers. You actually have pathways for the chainsaw people that's separate.
Yes.
Which kind of makes it scarier, because even though they're in the cage, it makes you feel like you're in the cage.
Correct.
That's terrifying.
Yes, it's a psychology scare. And then it gets even better because as you walk from the beginning to where we are now, about halfway through this zone, it hits you and you realize, shit, what if they actually aren't in their own space? They're in my space. I just haven't got there yet.
This is beautiful. I mean,
thank you.
Seriously.
All right, so you want to see a cool secret?
Definitely feels like I'm in another world.
So we talked earlier about if you look through this entire thing, you don't know where the chainsaws are going to come out, right? There's our secret metal gate. So chainsaws can come out of here now, and now all of a sudden the perceived threat becomes the threat. Yeah, right? Go get it. I'll get you a chainsaw too. You're going to kill it. It's going to be awesome.
I'm coming for you.
Dun dun dun.
I love that. I love that so much.
Did you hear the sound effect? Those metal swinging gates. And of course, really sketchy, weird mannequins.
Mannequins will always freak you out. If you don't get freaked out by mannequins, there's something wrong.
I agree. And you'll notice how most of them have their eyes covered except for the last one. And so every now and then the strobe will hit you just right and people think it's a real, and they're just like, whoa, they're real, they're all real. So obviously senses are important. We've got to hit every single sense when we build, the philosophy of scaring is important, and as we build haunted houses, every piece matters. So in this case, you just came through this tunnel and all of a sudden there's these bugs, you've got these maggots and like weird stuff. It's little pieces of rice, of course. But as you walk through, there's an activator and it's gonna drop rice on you as you walk through.
That's
pretty gross. This entire cabin, believe it or not, was repurposed and rebuilt here on set, and the entire thing shows up on fire. Flames are coming out of it, there's smoke everywhere, and the idea is that we know people are afraid of different things. In this case, elements are important, so we really try and utilize that as if this is a cabin out in the woods on fire.
I definitely feel like I'm outside right now.
Yeah.
Like in the woods. This is nuts.
We have a projection that actually projects on that moon. So people are literally swear, they're like, I was outside, like I saw a full moon and I know it's not full moon. And we're like, yeah, it's because you weren't outside. But yeah, Yep.
Now, one thing I also want to point out that I love about this, there's a lot of haunts. There's nothing wrong with this, but there's a lot of haunts that do not put a roof over top of like their house, like walkways. And
Yes.
I guess maybe it has something to do with maybe a fire marshal.
It does indeed.
Is that what it
Absolutely.
is?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, it's because of their sprinkling code.
Okay.
Yeah. These are some massive animatronics. So
Oh
these,
my word, we
these
walked
guys
right
come
past
these
that.
guys come in and out, and they're actually like eating on this body of flesh.
Now I have the camera pointed to the ceiling because you have to see this. As soon as we turn this corner, this is gonna blow your mind. I am speechless. I caught a quick glimpse of it walking through here. Well, when I turned the corner, but just standing here looking up, I feel like I'm in a classic monster movie, or like the ruins of a church. And what the heck is that thing right up there in the center of your screen?
This is like walking into a movie set, and it's so impressive and so beautiful. It actually makes me feel like kind of weepy. Like I might cry. Like this is overwhelmingly pretty.
Thank you.
I feel like I'm at Dracula's castle.
Well, I have an idea. Let's go turn the show on. And then you can really like bring it to life. You wanna do it?
You're gonna have her flip the switch.
You're gonna do it.
Like I might actually cry. Like I'm gonna cry. Oh my gosh.
It's amazing. Come on,
Wow.
let's go check it out.
My favorite movie is Bram Stoker's Dracula, and I'm actually gonna cry. I hate you because you're filming it.
She cries on camera a lot.
But
Which I shouldn't say it like that.
This is why you're a
She has
hugger.
a lot of heart.
Yeah,
This is why I'm
exactly.
a
You're a
hugger.
hugger. Yeah.
I feel like I've just walked onto Bram Stoker's Dracula, which I, in my lifetime,
Oh,
could
wow.
never do. And I feel like I'm kind of like there almost. Like it's, as a fan, it's a lot. It's beautiful. It's a lot. Wow.
That's the reaction that we go for every time. Because like we want to bring it to life, right? Like we all love horror.
Yeah.
This is what does it. This is why we go to haunted houses.
Now, I know the answer to this, but for the viewers who don't, is this real stone?
No, absolutely
What's it
not.
made out of?
It's all foam.
All foam.
All of it.
All of it.
Literally, like you can hear it. It's all foam. The entire set, in fact, part of this set was made for a theater system. The theater used it, they were good to go, and they were gonna scrap it. Us, loving to recycle as much as we can, we said, we'll buy it from you. We recycled it, we built the rest of this set to match it as we get ready to enter the catacombs and into essentially all of our
It
mausoleum
makes
area.
me wonder, I'm sure it's not from that, but there is an actual Dracula ballet, and they have scenes just like this on
Really?
stage, and they're massive. I've seen it in Orlando, I've seen it in St. Louis, and it's different productions that do it, so I wonder if that would have come from one of their sets.
Yeah, it's either way, it's a pretty sexy set.
It is.
It's one of my
very
favorites.
much, yeah.
Yeah. All right, you ready to go turn it on? Let's do it.
I'll wait right here.
Okay, yeah. Hang tight right there. You'll get to see the whole thing.
In the dark. Go for it. Oh my word. I could stand here all day and watch this.
So one of the things that we're really trying to focus on is just immersing people. So you have that massive grand entrance as you come in, and you go around the corner, and now you're slowly getting deeper and deeper into this mausoleum. And we really want people to feel this encapsulated, and it's immersive theater for a reason, but we really want to make sure that we take notes from everyone in the world, but we also want to be one of the best in the world. And the best way to do that is to tell the best story we possibly can, and that means getting into the actual space, not just seeing it.
You could have just said, I'm taking you to the cemetery.
Boom.
Or like,
I wasn't, when you said cemeteries, and I was like, I'm not gonna say anything. I'm not gonna say anything.
oh, for the love of Pete.
It's only gonna get better. So this is built as an above ground
Oh my gosh.
mausoleum cemetery. And the whole, so to give you an idea.
I'm in New Orleans.
Yes, and I know you can't see it right now, but when the fog is here, we have lasers up top, so it looks like there's fog moving above you. So it's almost, people really do feel like they're outside again, even though they're completely indoors.
I can see that.
I'm just gonna say something, and I'm gonna leave it, all right? Jessica and I, we're huge fans of the mouse,
Okay.
Disney. The Haunted Mansion is our life. We love the Haunted Mansion. I wish the Haunted Mansion cemetery looked like this.
Oh, wow, thank you.
This is, I wanna spend the night.
Didn't see before you were like, oh no, we're good, and now
I don't want to spend the night in the clown place. That place is haunted.
right, yeah.
I want the creepy
Spending-
cemetery.
Heck yeah, right? We'll roll up some sleeping bags, call it a night. Heck yeah.
Oh man.
Do you remember the movie Cemetery Man?
Yes.
Della Morte, Della More?
Yes.
Rupert Everett. You need to watch. Yeah, if you have not seen the movie Cemetery Man, and what we're about to show you looks beautiful, and you want to be here, you need to watch this movie because I think it's a French movie.
Huh.
And the cemetery, you have a real.
beautiful also.
Right? This is gorgeous. Correction. It is not French. It is Italian. I know there's somebody out there who's going to watch this and go, excuse me, Mr. Grimm. So this one's for you. It's Italian. Watch it. Now, typically we don't like to do this, but this is just too darn beautiful. And we're going to do one take walkthrough of this entire cemetery. I'm not going to turn the lights off to show you the scares or the different shadows or the music. I just want you guys to see what this place looks like in the daylight and all that went into it because it's gorgeous. I feel like I'm in some sort of underground crypt, an actual underground crypt. You often hear Jessica and I talk about theming, how some of the bigger theme parks that everybody knows goes all out and they create this world, this environment. And it's amazing, but it's nothing like this. Not even close. You know what, baby girl? We still haven't decided where we're going to be buried. I think we found our cemetery. It's fake, but I think it's it. Oh God. It just keeps going and going. If somebody jumps out of this,
I will scream so loud, I'll probably have a heart attack.
look at that. We often talk about someday whenever we own a house that we have like a wrought iron metal gate. Yeah. I'm getting a bunch of different home ideas.
I feel like I'm on the National Treasure version of Cemetery Safari.
Look at this. And it's not ending. It keeps going and going and going and going and going. That's a Pee-wee reference if you didn't notice. Out of everything in here, my favorite thing is that, the Grim Reaper emblem, statue, whatever you want to call it. Tell us about this. Like, just let us have it.
Yeah, so this is, I agree. It's one of my favorite pieces. So it's just fantastic, really well detailed. Like it's even got these beautiful like marble pillars on the sides. This entire thing is built to be the top, like as if it's a mausoleum. Then there used to be this really cool cap piece that went on top of it as well that just really kind of sealed the deal. Everything was in there. We used to have a monster that popped out of it once upon a time, and we turned the entire thing into which really being able to immerse people into a different story. So rather than giving them a chance to look up, like we've been doing throughout the entire attraction, we want them to start looking around the corners. And that's why this entire area is very tight corners, because everything, no matter where you go, there's a new surprise.
I like it. Just whenever people get used to one thing,
We gotta change it.
Switch it on them.
Absolutely, that's the game. It's the
Beautiful.
name of the game. So right now, Jessica is standing inside one of our scare spots. Obviously, there's meant to be these obstructions throughout the entire path, and as they walk through, boom, the scare comes out, and we're able to have a little bit of fun. Well done, you're hired.
Look at that, you got a job. We have like so many more haunts to visit.
It's true. You can stay though, but there's a lot of great ones. That's the best part.
One-person apartment.
Done.
She's like a squirrel coming in and out of a tree.
Who is this coming into my home?
It's the TikTok snake.
Hooray, we finally made it. This is zone number 12. This is Scrapyard. So it is 100% recycled material, all reclaimed, and we designed this area specifically to show what you can do with something that would have already gone to the dump and still make it horribly, horribly scary. So everything's recycled, everything was donated to us, and it took us years to actually come up with all of this material, but we're really proud with how it turned out. So let's go check it out. So Scrapyard obviously is a lot of scrap. We decided to also tell a story of a car crash, because why not?
Right? I love the smell. See, just walking through this. Now, typically, of course, there's scare actors in here.
Absolutely.
A lot of metal, so I'm guessing there's a lot of banging, a lot of loud noises.
Yes. Lots of metal, lots of grinding. Scrapyard has a really unique storyline that's part of our factory, is because everyone who acts inside of this area bleeds oil. And so all the characters have, like, from every orifice, like they're all bleeding this black ooze. It's all over them, and it's a pretty disgusting space. But again, it fits the zone really well.
Oh man. I'm gonna go this way. Oh! Oh, for the love of Pete. It was peaceful. Wait, he's gone. Man.
Oh, I lost you. Woo, good. I'm glad you're okay.
All right, thanks.
All right, and we're to our final scare. We designed this entire thing to drown people. It's designed to be able to walk in. You're gonna walk straight through, follow the light. Don't think twice. Good luck.
Don't think twice. Okay, but like the arrows are really ominous. Whenever there's arrows pointing into a place, that's never good. Like it's taunting you.
Walk towards the light.
Walk towards the light, he says. Just walk straight through, don't think twice.
And if you want, stay to the right. That'll help a little bit.
Whoa.
So when this fog is super, super dense, it fills up your lungs and it makes you feel like there's a little bit of liquid in there and it feels like you're drowning.
Oh
And
my.
eventually you'll get to the exit and you can breathe.
She's gone.
Oh, she's gone.
You all right? What scared you?
I don't know what it was.
Just being left alone?
Yeah, a little bit.
When the fog's been running for about 20, 30 minutes,
Yeah.
you cannot see your hand in front of your face. Like, it's awesome.
We have a couple minutes to ourselves here in the junkyard, the end of the haunted house. They're going through, turning off everything. And we started talking and we figured maybe we should capture this on camera, like a little like afterthoughts kind of
Little
thing.
candid moment, conversations.
This is the first of many haunts that we're going to be visiting this season. And I 100% believe that they all have some pretty big shoes to fill.
Yes.
Like, I don't think they can top this. And each haunt does something completely different. They're different with their stories, the creativity behind it. But I've never seen anything like this before.
No.
And I had so much fun. It was beautiful. It was terrifying, even with the lights on.
Yeah.
And to give you an idea of how this much affected us, we love Halloween Horror Nights. It's a big, big thing. We just got done doing the media preview out in Hollywood, and we're driving to Florida in a couple days, and we have tickets to do Halloween Horror Nights down there and film there as well, and we love them. But I'm kind of regretting that we bought tickets, because if we could, I would drive all the way across country again just to be here for one night to see this in full show.
During season, yeah.
And this is not like some stage pony trick, whatever you want to call it.
No, we were talking about this before turning on the camera, and this being the first one out of a long list of places we're going to be visiting, they're going to have high expectations after this, because I've never enjoyed myself so much in my life.
And for the haunts that are out there that are just getting started, and the home haunts that are watching this, because since we announced that we're going to be doing this series, our email has been flooded with haunts across the country, both in the United States and Canada, and we only chose 13 for this series. Take notes, because this is amazing. It really is. And like I said, everybody brings their own piece of horror to the table, the creativity.
Different personalities.
But
They're
wow.
beautiful. Yeah.
Yeah.
I know I'm going to be impressed after today with things that other haunts are going to be doing. But I'm 40 years old. In my 40 years of going to haunted houses, I've never seen something so beautifully and professionally done that it almost brought me to tears, because it was so like walking onto a movie set. And then seeing it in action with the lights on, and rather the lights off, how it looked like when you're going through, didn't take away from the beauty I got to see with the lights on. It just was kind of like, well, when you put that light there and it creates this shadow, it kept building and building, and you really kind of don't want to leave.
That train was added in post, by the way. It's not really here.
Oh, it's right there. Oh, that's cool.
Now, at the beginning of this video, I shared a story about one of the first haunts that I walked into with, I was separated from my family.
Yes.
But that wasn't the first haunt that I ever visited, and I think about this all the time. Today, if on the way back to the hotel something happens to us, and this is the last thing that we ever filmed and we never got to edit it, somebody better edit this video and put it up. To experience this tonight, one of the earliest haunts I have ever been to was at a place called Settler's Cabin Park. It was a community park. And literally, all they did was they moved the picnic tables out, and they put up these, it was almost like these gigantic black walls, like these like trash bags, but they weren't. They were like
we had those too, as small haunts as a kid.
You walked through this little gazebo, and that was my earliest memory. And if this was my last ever haunt that I've ever been into, I've lived a full life. This was cool. This was good.
No regrets.
You made it. You're out of a haunted house. Hooray, congratulations. Now comes the fun part, merchandise. So we love creating exclusive limited edition merchandise. Every year we have 5 different designs that we roll. This year, It's number 5, 6, 7, 8. You can see them all the way down there. Really, really cool, just specific designs, and they all have little hidden Easter eggs inside, which is pretty cool. So we have them in hoodies, we have them in t-shirts, just like everybody else. One of the cool things, though, is that this year we made a decision to do stickers. Everyone always asks us to create stickers. So we made some really fun stickers. You guys you're taking these home with you. So if you want to put them on, whatever, but they're really fun. These are all really cool designs that we've really worked hard on finding just new ways to tell the story of the factories. Like you can see the Salt Lake City skyline. Ours is in the middle, but it's dripping blood at the same time.
That's cool.
Pretty fun. We've got some cool spooky stuff. There's some fun ones. So, and we're gonna send you home with a lot of gear.
Oh man.
Because you guys have been really awesome. So
Well, we have
have
gear for you too.
Ooh, I love it. We'll do it.
We got some Halloween love for you.
Okay, deal. So we're gonna send you home with stickers. We're gonna send you home with some apparel, with some cool shot glasses, collector's edition. Every single mirror. If you remember, Rob was talking about the VIPs.
Yeah.
This is our collector edition shot glass.
Oh man.
So there's gonna be some fun stuff, but it's exciting. So loved having you guys here. It's been really fun.
You guys have been phenomenal. When we were driving up here, we both turned to each other and we're like, we have no idea what to expect from this place. We had nothing. Complete honesty, we did zero research. We didn't look at a single picture because
Really?
we wanted to be surprised.
Got it.
We wanted to walk through, and if our jaws hit the floor, then that was genuine, and it did. Like, completely blown away. With that being said, all the way out here in Salt Lake City, Utah, to Fear Factory, the first haunt on our Scariest Haunts in the United States tour, if you'd call it there. It's kind of like a nightmare. Why did we choose to do this?
Guided nightmare.
Some of these haunts we're going to be doing just like this. Some of them are going to be a mixture of on and off. And then some are going to be in full show, where the whole intention is to scare the living crap out of us and maybe pee our pants a little bit. Hey, I'm not ashamed to admit it.
It hasn't happened yet.
I kind of peed a little bit in one of the rooms back there. You guys saw it on camera. If you are in the Salt Lake City area,
Oh, please come by.
you have to come by. They do
beautiful.
a behind the scenes tour. I think they said it was like somewhere around like $200 or something like that. It's worth it. It's worth it. But to see this place in full show, it's about 70 to 90 minutes, I think you said, to walk from beginning to end. And they do not conga line you through this place.
You get separated.
I've never seen anything like this.
Yeah.
Never. And this is the first of many in this series of videos that we're doing of hunting Halloween. Would you do it during the full show?
Oh, absolutely. My voice would be gone by the end because I know I would end up getting caught by the scare actors who weren't here today. But I could see already, I'd be like, ooh, that would have gotten me if there was someone there. That would have gotten me. I'm so in love with this place. You just have to come and see it for yourself.
With that being said, a huge Grimm Life thank you to the fine folks here at Fear Factory, Salt Lake City, Utah, for inviting us out and making this happen. Until next time, as always, happy Halloween.
Wherever I come, bad luck just comes my way. Wherever I go, hard luck is there to stay. Good luck never stays a day. A bad luck's always coming my way.